Hey friends, this is Greg Suddy. We are here at the, pardon me, hi, this is Greg Suddy. We are here at the Front Wave Arena in Oceanside, California. We're getting started for the M2 game between the Wichita Wings here visiting in San Diego versus the San Diego Sockers 2. One of the things that's really exciting about this game is these are two legendary brands, guys. These two brands used to play back in the MISL in the 80s, and we had some epic battles between these two brands. This now is M2, and the game is about to get started here at the Front Wave Arena. We're pretty excited to see these two teams playing together. Of course, the Wichita Wings are on their 5th game of the season. This is the 2nd game for the San Diego Sockers 2. They came into Ontario to play the Empire Jets last night. They had a 3-0 record, undefeated, and they got beat last night in Ontario. That was the Wichita Wings got beat in Ontario. We've got started, and the Wichita Wings have the ball. They've lost the ball to the San Diego Sockers 2. We've got some good battles down there in the Wings defensive zone. Andy Mendez with the ball. Passing it off, and it goes back down to Andy Mendez. No, that's Max Rodriguez with the ball, and he gets dispossessed. Wichita Wings trying to get it out of their zone. Midfield play, and it looks like the San Diego Sockers 2 are going to take possession. There's a line change for the Sockers 2. Andy Mendez with the ball, and he's going to pass it off to his left. Feed it downfield. Cross that red line and take a shot on goal, and it's a little off target. Wichita Wings gets it out of their area. Enrique Ciprian originally had it, but he passed it off to Rodolfo Valenzuela. Down at the point. Victor Marentez. Forgive me for that. Victor Marentez. He's going to have to play back on defense. No, there's a good whistle, and that's going to go against the Wings. As I was saying earlier, these two teams, these two brands played back in the early 80s with some epic battles. I'm going to take some time and talk about some of the communications that I've had with one of the legendary players of the Sockers and how he used to respect these Wichita Wings back then. Enrique Ciprian with the ball. Over to Eli Zamora. Down into the corner, and that's a good kick out of the area, but the Sockers have the ball, and it isn't going to stand. Wichita on the run. Good defensive play. That was Victor Marentez got in the way. Eli Zamora passing it off to the left. They're going to settle it back a little bit and see if they can work through that defense. So this is only the 2nd game for the San Diego Sockers 2. Last week we saw them play against the Savage, the Chihuahua Savage 2, and that was a gut check game. It turned out to the advantage of the Savage 2, 9-7. Once again, the Wichita Wings were just in Ontario playing the Empire Jets yesterday. I believe that was an 8-6 victory for the Jets, and that ball is going to go over the net and out of play. Possession to the Wichita Wings. That's Jose Ocampo in goal for the Wichita Wings. And Taylor Henry's there off to his left. He's going to pass off to his right, however, and that's going to go down. And we're almost to the red line Wichita Wings going to hold possession and back it up just a little bit. They're going to set this up. We got guys running to get open, and that didn't work. The San Diego Sockers 2 got possession. That was Rodolfo Valenzuela that was able to get that ball, and he still got it. Nope. Max Rodriguez has the ball, and he's going to work it into the zone, and that's going to be a foul. San Diego Sockers are going to have a set play opportunity pretty much on the corner spot. Okay, we got the whistle coming soon. Here we go. Distribution out. Sockers takes a shot. Defense stops it. Goalie didn't even get a touch on that one, and it's going to go out of play. Sockers 2 want a top of the arc, and they're not going to get it. In fact, it's going to go to the Wichita Wings. Is it? It sure looked like it was. Wow, that was a little confusing. Okay, so the Sockers 2 makes that kick in, and they have the ball in the midfield area. Shot on goal by the Sockers 2. Wichita Wings defense is doing a good job of defending, but they can't seem to get too much action going down towards the Sockers defending zone yet. Eli Zamora takes the ball. He's going to pass it off, and it's going to be distributed over to the far left side of the field. And that's Jose Ocampo with the ball. He's going to hold it for a little bit. Wow, he pushed that just a touch. David Lucio is going to pass it off to Ethan Dowd. Ethan Dowd still got the ball. San Diego Sockers 2 are going to get that, but it might not stand. Nope, they're going to hold. Nope. Wow, this is going to go back and forth. Sorry, nope, that was silly. But yeah, so the San Diego Sockers 2 are going to be dispossessed here. Wichita Wings have taken possession of the ball, and they're going to try to find that passing lane. The lane's going to be distributed over to Eric Barragan, and we're going to have a foul. Foul is against San Diego. No, it's against the Wichita Wings. San Diego passes off on the restart. Enrique Ciprian passes back to Victor Marentes. The Wings keeper comes way out of the goal, and he gets beat on the opportunity that he gave the San Diego Sockers 2. He came way outside. That was a difficult angle, but the Sockers 2 were able to score that. It's now 1-0 Sockers 2. We played about 5.5 minutes in the first quarter of the game. Thanks, people, for checking in with us. San Diego Sockers 2, Wichita Wings, Front Wave Arena in Oceanside, California. There's the restart. Wichita's got the ball, and they're going to play it through the midfield. Yeah, that's some pretty good pressure on the part of San Diego, but that pass goes deep in the defending zone. Looks like San Diego is going to be able to take possession of the ball, at least to the midfield line. And now we're going to get it going back the other way with Wichita. That's a good stop. No, man, that was a really good opportunity. Had that been hit off the top of the foot a little bit better, maybe it would have been a goal, but no. And it was sort of a lobber into the net. Wichita's going to come back. They've now got some offensive force going on. That's Luis Dantas with the ball. He's going to pass it off into the center area, and it's going to be kicked back by the San Diego Sockers 2. He's looking for help. He's going to pass it back. Sean Callahan wearing the captain's band today for the San Diego Sockers, number 4. Sean played for the first division team last season. We're going to see some of these guys moving back and forth, I think, throughout the course of the season. Wichita's got the ball deep in the San Diego zone, and Sean gets that ball and just right back at him. Two good sliding tackles. Opposing teams, great stop. Wow, that was right on goal. He just made himself as big as he could and just threw those arms out and caught that right in the chest. Wichita Wings with the ball. And that's going to be a foul, I think, against San Diego. Looks like Max Rodriguez is going to get called on that foul. Greg Suddy with you here. We're broadcasting from Front Wave Arena in Oceanside, California. The Wichita Wings, San Diego Sockers 2, score is 1-0. We've got 7:35 left to play. Wichita has the ball deep in the San Diego zone. They're going to got a free set play, and we're going to see how this is going to turn out. Let's see how this plays out. Yeah, that was a nice hesitation, and it really did set it up. Look at that. One touch, one touch, one touch. Wichita Wings scores. That's a goal. Wichita Wings. It's now 1-1. We got 7:30 to play in the first quarter. Once again, thanks for joining us, everybody, here at Front Wave Arena at Oceanside, California. There's going to be a game here tonight. MASL 1, the San Diego Sockers will be hosting the Tacoma Stars. Tacoma played up in Empire yesterday, just like Wichita did. And they also came away without a victory. The Tacoma Stars were bested by the Empire Strikers 10-5 on part of the Wichita Wings. I believe the score was 8-6, and they were unable to get the win. The Empire Jets took that win from them. And that was the first loss of the season for the Wichita Wings. That was also their fourth game. This is their fifth game of the season. The Sockers 2 this is their second game. So far, they have not gone on the road. This is the second home game. We saw them in action here at Front Wave Arena versus the Chihuahua Savage 2 last weekend on Saturday. And that was, like I said earlier, that was pretty much of a gut check game. It went back and forth. The Chihuahua Savage 2 had the advantage throughout most of the game, but it was tied up at 7-7 late in the game, and the Chihuahua Savage were able to prevail 9-7. So we've got a restart here. The Sockers 2 have the ball at the midfield line. Victor Marentes is to his left and right in front of me. Looks like a little hesitation here. We got the referee with his hand up. So far, there's 3 shots on goal for the Wings and a single shot on goal for the San Diego Sockers 2. And it does go to Victor Marentes. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but Wichita Wings with the ball, and it looked like, wow, I was going to say it looked like some defensive confusion, but that was Omar Labiki that was able to stop that ball. Omar Labiki, I've got a story about him I'll tell here in a little bit whenever I've got a chance when the flow of the game slows down a little bit. And that's him that okay. So that's going to go against the Sockers too, it looks like, from the direction of the referee's hand, although yeah, they're pointing possession towards the Sockers. Now he's pointing the other way. Okay, that's fun. I'm just not going to hesitate to try to. I'm not even going to try. It looks like it's going to be a Sockers restart. I'm not even going to try to read what these people are doing. Sometimes I just see it differently from what the referee does, as so many of us do, right? So Sockers restart. Looking for some passing lanes. He's just going to walk it down there, and that was off past just a little bit. And the Wichita Wings have the ball. And that was a good challenge. It went the direction of the Wings, but the Sockers got possession. Sockers 2 are going to take possession of that. Off the glass. Wichita Wings on fire. Wow. San Diego Sockers 2 goalie is just all over the place, standing on his head, just doing everything he can. One of those shots, that first shot was on goal. The second one looked like it was off to the right just a little bit. We got the ball out of play. It's going to be a restart for the Wings at the top of the arc. Oh, wow, that was a little quick. Yeah, there was no whistle. You can't do that, I'm just saying. You got to wait for the referees to start the game. That was pretty fun. All right, so the Wichita Wings are going to start the game here at the top of the arc. Dangerous set play. Same exact thing that they just tried to do, only the San Diego Sockers were ready for that one, and they stopped the ball. We're going to fire the ball downfield here. That was a good distribution. All the way down to Sean Callahan, and he's going to push it back off to this right-hand side. Good cross across the middle. Great stop on behalf of the Wichita Wings. That was Jose Ocampo, and he really did just reflexes run on top of that. And Andy Mendez passing over to Sean Callahan, over to Eli Zamora, downfield to Enrique Ciprian. Sockers are just going to try to find that lane, and there's one there. He's going to get pushed back. Great defensive pressure on behalf of the Wings. Good force down into the zone, and that got deflected out of play. So it looks like Sean Callahan's going to restart the game. He's wearing the captain's band for the Sockers 2. That was and another great stop. That ball just got touched a little too hard for the Wichita Wings to follow it downfield. San Diego Sockers 2 have the ball in midfield, and it looks like there's a bit of a line change going on, so he's just going to back it up a little bit. He's going to send it downfield. I saw that coming. So now it's in the attacking zone, actually right at the red line. San Diego Sockers 2 has got 2 men on it, and that would have been a hard one to get past those defenders. They were really on top of him. Wichita Wings take possession right in front of their goal. That was a dangerous back pass to the goalie. Enrique Barragan with the ball. Eric Barragan. That's Eric again, and that was a missed pass. San Diego Sockers weren't able to hold that as they attacked into the Wichita zone. Now Wichita's got the ball across midfield, and wow, he's got an open net if he can get it past the goalie. And the first shot looked like it might have been on goal, but like I said, if he could get it past the goalie, it wasn't truly an open net. The goalie was right there. He was able to stop it. The second shot went out of play. San Diego Sockers 2 have the ball. And that missed the pass. There's a little bit of horseplay going on, but just a standard foul. Omar Libicki is challenging on defense. He's got the ball, passed it off, and it didn't quite make it to where his intended player was. That looked like a trip, but it wasn't called. It was away from play. That's dangerous. Wow, what a stop. The San Diego Sockers net minder is on play, and there's Omar Libicki. He's got a shot. He's going to pass it off target just a little bit. Wichita Wings have the ball. They've just passed it down deep into the midfield area. And they've decided to slow it down, and there we go again. We're going to send it. Okay. The referees are going to.
Hi, brother.
Hey, buddy.
Good to see you, man.
See you too. So the soccer's going to have a restart on the far boards. He looked like he was going to wind up for a pass, but he decided to opt to a right-hand distribution. Rodolfo Valenzuela tried to get it towards goal, but it wasn't successful. So now the Wings have the ball, and they're going to do what they can to get it out of their zone. That was Gerard Robbins, number 25. He's a big man. He is able to sort of stand ahead above everybody else on the field. So that header redirection is something that he has an advantage to work with. Nas Rodriguez with the ball, San Diego Sockers too, and it stays in possession of the Sockers, but they're going to slow it down at midfield and see what they can find to get it towards the net. He's going to work it past, well, not past the defender, but off the boards, and that was a redirection on the part of the goalie. He got that as it was going away from the goal and redirected it back into the field of play, and the San Diego Sockers were able to get possession of the ball. The referees are calling fouls. I'm one of those guys that, you know, there's a lot of conversation about referees, and I'm one of those guys that likes when the referees keep the game in control, but I don't want them to take so much control, of course, that they determine the outcome of the game. But it's a fine line. It just gets real chippy if they just sort of let the players just play on, especially towards the end of the game. Sometimes it gets really chippy, but yeah, I don't like questioning the referees that much. That's going to be a foul against San Diego, it looks like, and Eli Zamora, I think, is the, yeah, looks like they're calling out a trainer or somebody, but I don't see anybody coming out on the field. No, he's going to walk off. He's limping. That's Luis Dantas. Kevin Eyrich has got the ball. Yeah, I think I made a miscall earlier on the personnel, but yeah, that's Kevin Eyrich with the ball right now, and they're waiting for the whistle to restart. Lots of communication going down on the field. Yeah, they're trying to figure this out. It looks like the whistle is coming to restart, and here we go. Wichita Wings, with that restart, they're going to pass it off into the center of the field, almost directly in the center of the field. He's going to pass it down deep in the San Diego defensive zone and maintain possession, and that's an interesting little back pass off the boards. And the Wings are able to keep possession. That was pretty touch and go all the way back to the keeper. One touch, that's going to be a misdirect off the foot of the San Diego Sockers too. That was really close to a three-line pass, but it didn't quite. I believe he kicked that ball from inside the red line, so it didn't matter that it crossed the red line on the other side of the field. The Wichita Wings are still holding on to the ball. They're going to send it down into the corner. And he looks like he's going to try to turn and shoot, but the defense was there to stop it. Spinning ball high in the air, comes down. Yeah, it's going to, I mean, it's a foul. Interesting. It's a foul against San Diego. And it kind of looked incidental to me, but once again, I'm not wearing the green jersey. So the Wichita Wings are going to move the ball into the red line area, and deep in San Diego territory, that's going to be a shot and a block. You could see him just, he was just loading up. So that's the end of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. 8 shots to 3. Wichita Wings with 8, San Diego Sockers 2 with 3. It's 1-1. That's the end of the first quarter here at Front Wave Arena in Oceanside, California. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hi, Greg Suddy here at Front Wave Arena in Oceanside, California. We've got about 2 minutes left before the beginning of the second quarter, and I just wanted to share a story with you guys. I frequently get together with Julie V, if most of you probably know who that is, but he was somewhat of a superstar for the San Diego Sockers back in the 80s, and he's a good friend, and we often get together for lunch, and it's really interesting because back in those days, I think most people would remember the major MISL rivalry for the San Diego Sockers was with the Baltimore Blast. But Julie V has a slightly different memory. His whole take was that the team that he respected the most, that he was most concerned with when he was going to take the field in the playoffs, and it happened frequently, was against the Wichita Wings. And I just thought that was an interesting story to share with you guys, because I'm only able to share just that much of it, but the conversation comes up frequently when he and I get together, and it's a really cool story that the Wichita Wings from the 1980s, these two brands have a lot of history, and I just thought it was interesting that he would make that distinction whenever he played. I actually reached out to Julie and asked him if he could join me for doing this broadcast today, but he had some other responsibilities and he was unable to make it. But yeah, that's I just think that's a huge statement of respect coming from one of the MISL greats. And of course, there were a lot of MISL greats on the Wichita Wings back then also. So we're about to start the second quarter. As I said a moment ago, there's 8 shots to the Wings and 3 shots to the San Diego Sockers 2. The score is 1-1 here at Front Wave Arena in Oceanside, California. Thank you very much for joining me on this broadcast. Okay, the San Diego Sockers 2 are going to distribute the ball back towards their own goal, right about their own red line. It's going to go to the goalie, and they're going to get it across the red line and send it way downfield towards the corner. And he just kept that ball from going out of bounds. He kind of looped his foot up on the boards. Ball went out of play. Sockers restart right in front of the shield on the boards. San Diego's got the ball, and they're going to pass it downfield into the attacking zone. But the Wichita Wings defense is right there on spot, and they're going to send it downfield. That's a good pass. That was actually out of bounds on the Wings. In fact, it actually looked like it went out of bounds on his arm. Yeah, San Diego restart. Sean Callahan with the ball, midfield. He's going to pass it back. Soccer's going to change out some players while the field is slowed down just a little bit. That's going to be a change of possession. The Wichita Wings are going to hold on to that. It's Guillermo Oliveira with the ball right now. Yeah, he had a good shot at that. That was Lalo Durat. Taylor Henry with the ball for the Wings. He's going to pass it off to his left. They're going to charge that past the red line. Back pass it, send it back into the midfield zone, and let's see what they can do with this. There's a little bit of challenge there. He's got a shot on goal right there. Oh, the Wichita Wings player stopped the ball himself and redirected it out of the net. San Diego Sockers 2 are going to play it off the boards, and it's not going to be as clever as he expected it to be. I mean, it was a good idea, but there was a defensive player right there. Wichita Wings are going to play that ball all the way back into their zone, and then there's a little bit of a push and shove. Cowboy Salazar is here, the one and only Cowboy Salazar. He wasn't really happy with that call, but I don't know. I'm saying that looked like it probably was a foul, a legitimate foul on the Sockers too. The Wichita Wings have a restart here in a few minutes. We're going to have a card pulled. It's a yellow card. Yeah, there must have been something must have been said. Something must have been said. He's going to be off the field for 5 minutes. That's not a man advantage penalty, but yeah, he's going to have to sit for 5 minutes, so he's out of the rotation. That's Rodolfo Valenzuela that just took a trip to the sin bin. Wichita Wings restart. Nice little back pass. David Lucio, he's going to pass it off to his left across the field. San Diego Sockers 2 are going to take possession of that ball, and they're going to see if they can work it up forward. We got two guys on the run. Oh man, that was a clever little back pass, but it looked like a touch of a shove, just a little bit enough of a push forward that took Omar Labiki off the play. It's getting a little chippy. That's going to be a goal. So the Wichita Wings, goal, Wichita Wings. It's going to be 2-1 with 2:18 remaining in the first half. There are 10 shots on goal for the Wings versus 3 shots on goal for the San Diego Sockers 2. I mean, you got to expect the Wichita Wings come into Ontario last night undefeated, and they take a loss, so they're going to come down here. It's not that far of a trip. It's about 80 miles. So it's not that far. It's back-to-back. I get that. But they're going to come in hot, and they're playing hard. Rene Ortiz with the catch out of the field. That's the MASL 2, San Diego Sockers 2 head coach, assistant coach for the San Diego Sockers, and also the head coach for the World Mini Football Mexican team, Rene Ortiz. San Diego Sockers are looking for that lane. They're trying to find it. He's taking on half the team. Decides to pass it back. There's Sean Callahan passing it back. And there's just nobody there. I mean, that was almost 3 lines, but it actually bounced right on the Sockers side of the red line. So there was just nobody there. The Wichita Wings have the ball, and they're going to see what they can do with some pressuring defense. Wichita Wings with the ball. They're going to come in. They got 3-on-3. Yeah, the entire San Diego Sockers 2 got back on defense pretty quickly. That looked like too many men. That looked like too many men on the field. I'm just saying. We'll have to see how this plays out. But If there's not a blue card on that, I will be surprised. That looked like too many men on the field for the Wichita Wings. Yeah, there's the blue card. Yeah, we got some complaints coming from Kevin Ike. But that, I mean, San Diego Sockers restart. The San Diego Sockers are on the power play. The Sockers, too, are on the power play. Sean Callahan with the ball through the midfield. Let's see what they can do. You got to shoot to score. So let's see if they can work it around and find that lane to get a shot on goal. They're still pretty far out in the midfield line. Okay, there we go. Now we're into the defensive zone for the Wings. Just crossed the red line. They're looking for that passing lane or shooting lane. And that was off target. That was a shot, but it was off target. Okay, well, here's an opportunity. Oh man, one touch towards the net didn't work. Sean Callahan took that off the head, out of bounds. That's probably going to be, yeah, that's a Wichita Wings restart. They're a man down. It's 5-4 as far as the field players are concerned. Boy, that was a solid block. We're gonna have to do that restart all over again. Moved it back. He's rolling it forward again. He's gonna decide where that's gonna be. Okay. So now that the referee has decided that the ball is there, Wichita Wings redistribute way downfield. They got a guy right on the top of the box, but it goes the way of the San Diego Sockers too, and he's gonna challenge this. That turnabout is fair play. They both pretty much did the exact same thing to repossess the ball. That was pretty fun. Both teams sort of used the same tactic to get the ball back into their possession briefly, back and forth. There's only 35 seconds left in the penalty. That was a long shot from downtown. Sean Callahan with the ball. He's going to play that off and back, and that's going to be a foul against Wichita. So the Sockers, too, have 24 seconds to equalize if they can do so during this power play situation and opportunity. He looked like, yeah, he did. Wow, just off target to the left. It looked like it went right off the upright. Okay, that's the end. That's the end. They're at equal strength. They're at equal strength. There it is. Wow. As soon as the Sockers 2 were unable to capitalize on the penalty within probably 5 seconds after coming to full strength on both sides of the ball, the Sockers 2 were able to score. It's 2-2 with just over 9 minutes to play in the first half. Wichita Wings restart. They're not going to waste any time here, guys. We're going to restart right away, it looks like. Here we go. Wichita Wings with the ball. They're going to play that back to their keeper, and he's going to distribute downfield. It looks like it's going to go directly to the Sockers too, but it bounces back to the Wichita Wings possession. They got 3 players, 4 now, crossing the red line in the attacking zone. Good battle across the boards for that. And that was a little bit of a interruption. Otherwise, the Sockers 2 might have been able to run on top of that, but the Wichita Wings were able to keep possession. And a long shot in. San Diego Sockers goalkeeper, man, I'm telling you, that was right on target. So David Lucio with the ball. for the Wings. That's a pretty solid trip. They're pulling a card. That's going to be a blue card against the San Diego Sockers. It's a power play for the Wichita Wings. They're leading 3-2 right now. So this is going to give them an opportunity. They're going to have 2 minutes with the man advantage. That was Douglas Dossery that was called for that 2-minute penalty. San Diego's on the defensive end of a power play right now. The Wichita Wings are looking for that lane. And they're going to bounce it back and forth a little bit and find that angle. And there's a shot. And the guy, their player on the far post was just out of position by just a little bit. He was running in to get that and head that into the goal, but it missed. Another shot, another try, similar opportunity and similar outcome. So maybe they know what the plan is now. Here's the Wichita Wings going to make another try at it. San Diego tries to clear it, but it doesn't go anywhere. And Ethan Dowd just launched that from just inside the red line. That's a goal for the Wichita Wings. Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm looking up here at the scoreboard, and it says that the Sockers are up 3-2, but I'm pretty sure that the score is 4-2 Wichita Wings. I don't know. We'll see if they can figure that out. Or maybe I'm the one that's got to figure something out. So they're slowing stuff down here a little bit. The teams are in their powwow huddles over there, seeing what's going on. We have 7 minutes and 34 seconds left in the first half. I think I can trust the fact that there's 12 shots on goal for the Wichita Wings and only 4 shots on goal for the San Diego Sockers too. That says a lot. But I still don't trust the scoreboard as far as what the score is. San Diego Sockers with the restart after that Wichita Wings goal. 7 minutes and 34 seconds to play in the first half. The referees are running around a little bit. I'm thinking they're probably trying to figure out what's going on with the scoreboard, but we'll have to find out and see. Yeah, there's definitely a delay in getting this restart going. He's going to blow the whistle with the score. Oh, there we go. Now it says 3-2. Now they reversed it. It's 3-2 Wichita Wings, so maybe that's correct. I'll go with that. I guess I missed something. I thought that the Wichita Wings had a 4th goal there. Sean Callahan battling for the ball. Wichita Wings, there's a bit of a trip. They're calling a blue card. No, maybe not. I swear he's got it in his hand. Yeah, there it is. I knew it was in his hand. I saw him pull it out of his pocket. So the San Diego Sockers, too, are going to be on the power play, it looks like. Yeah. So that's Ethan Dowd going into the sin bin for the Wichita Wings. So the San Diego Sockers, too, are on the power play. Sean Callahan with the ball on the restart here. Seems to be sort of a back and forth thing here with the man advantage, doesn't it, so far, at least in the last few minutes. San Diego Soccer's 2 crossing the red line. He's going to pass it back again to Sean. Sean's going to captain this whole thing, it looks like. I mean, he's got the band on, right? San Diego Soccer's 2 trying to find a spot, a lane away towards that net with the man advantage. Crossing to the far side of the field. And there's the big shot, big save. We're going to try that again. Not with the... That one didn't have the power, the first one did. Wichita's going to try to kill some time, and that's going to go out of play. Soccer's 2 with the restart. 6 minutes and 12 seconds to play in the game. Or, I'm sorry, in the first half. Soccer's 2 looking for that passing lane, looking for that shooting lane. Nice little juggling act there on behalf of the Wichita Wings goalkeeper, Jose Ocampo. Lalo Dara's going to walk it down and lose possession. Wow, Irvin Mojica just took a blazing shot, but it was off target just a little bit. Enough. Doesn't matter if it's off target, it's off target. Rodolfo Valenzuela tries to take a shot. That was also off target on the left-hand side. Pretty much picked up nicely by the Wichita Wings keeper. Look at these guys just, I mean, 3, there for a second it was 3 players on 1 trying to dispossess the San Diego player. Eli Zamora going to pass the ball out. Lots of pressure on the Wichita Wings defense. There's Omar Labiki distributing it downfield, and that's almost a turn of possession, but the Soccers 2 were able to keep the ball. Yeah, that was another shot off target. One of the fans just yelled, "Use the boards." We have a pretty good showing of fans here. They're directly underneath the camera, so you can't see them on screen. But we have a pretty good show of people. Nice little turnaround. That was Rodolfo Valenzuela. And there's Omar. Look at that shot. There we go. Omar Labiki. So I'll take this opportunity to say a little thing about Omar. So some of you may remember and may know Dominic Cicluna. He's the owner and head coach, along with his brother Mario, with the Detroit Wasaflow. And Dominic Labiki is a person that came out of the Detroit Wasaflow, and I'd recently had an interview with Dominic, and he was pretty proud of the fact that one of his proteges had been signed by the San Diego Soccers. Wichita Wings are threatening, and they're unable to keep possession of the ball, but they get it back. They're coming back. Referee had to step out of the way on that one. There's a little bit of a trip, but the San Diego Soccers 2 have the ball, and they're a little back heel. And that was a misdirected pass. And the possession is going back and forth, guys. It's going from one team to the next in single touches. There's an opportunity for the Wings, and they're going to take it. They're going to take it. That's going to make it 4-3. There's just under 3 minutes to play in the first half. The Wichita Wings are showing twice the shots on goal for the Sockers 2. They've got 12, now actually 13 to the Sockers 2 6. But that doesn't represent the game score. It's only a single goal difference. Sockers 2 are going to restart here at midfield. The Wichita Wings defense is pretty tight on the backs of the Sockers 2 players. There's an open spot to see if they can get it moving forward, but they're going to sort of linger around the midfield line and get it right down there to the red line, and let's see what they can do. It's going to back it up again. They're looking for those lanes, those passing lanes. They got runners down there. They're trying. There's a personnel change by the Sockers 2. That was a pass to nowhere, but it actually wasn't. Wow, that was a good 50-50. Sockers 2 are going to challenge again here. Come on, let's see what they can play here. If they can get it going forward, get it deeper into the Wichita Wings zone. Big shot, big block. Boy, he loaded up for that shot. Good redirect off the boards by the Wichita Wings keeper, and he's just going to roll it out to Eric Berrigan. Good Jared Robbins in midfield. He's now down there on the point. Wichita Wings Taylor Henry with the ball. He's going to see if he can find Jared Robbins down there. That didn't work. The Sockers are going to roll it back up if they can get a break, but they get stopped. Good tight defense and good pressure coming at the Sockers 2 goalkeeper. Now there's a run downfield. Sockers got it deep in the zone. They got it off the boards, and it was misdirected or redirected by the Wichita Wings defense. But the Sockers 2 keep possession on their attacking half. Jared Robbins with a big leg right in the way. Eli Zamora with the ball. This looks like the end of the first half. Wow. That would have counted had that been on net and had that gone in. That would have counted. We are at the end of the first half. The Wichita Wings are leading 4 versus the San Diego Sockers 2 with 3. Shots on goal are the Wichita Wings with 13 and the San Diego Sockers 2 with 8. Hi, this is Greg Suddy. I am here with Sean Bowers. Now, you guys know Sean Bowers from a long history of him playing in American soccer. This guy's American soccer royalty. But more recently, he was a general manager for the San Diego Sockers. Today, Sean, what are you doing?
So now I'm the executive vice president of sports management. So anything that
At Front Wave Arena.
correct at Front Wave Arena. So anything that comes in the arena that's sports, I'm connected to it.
Okay.
And by the way, you just made me feel old. By the way, saying that way back.
Oh, but wait, you can't be that old because if I remember it, that makes me older.
Yeah, that's true. I could be right. I could be right.
Okay. I recently had a conversation with Dominic Cicluna online, and he brought your name up during the interview because he was a rookie when you guys were playing for the Detroit Rockers together.
Yeah.
So now I'm aging you again.
I know. And then he has one of his proteges that's here, Omar. So, yeah. So it's, soccer is such a small community,
Yes,
right?
it is. Yes, it is.
And I remember the days when he was a rookie and he came in and was just running around with his head cut off.
Yep.
And, now he's the veteran. So
Absolutely.
Love that guy to death.
Yeah, absolutely. There was an interesting distinction that I picked up on before I talked with him is that his team, the Detroit Wasaflo, is the only team that has been a part of M1, M2, and M3.
Yeah.
Over the course of, and also was a charter member for the PASL back in the day.
Yeah, I mean he's done a great job there.
Yeah, it's been
and
fun.
it's something that's still spreading the news of indoor soccer, right?
Yeah.
It's been around for years and years, but it's still new in different places. In Detroit, I played in Detroit. There's still a lot of people that love the game of indoor soccer.
So, what do you have going on here at Front Wave Arena? I've been to a couple of games, Clippers games. I haven't come to the concerts, but you've been getting some great crowds.
Yeah, we have so many things going on here, right? The San Diego Clippers now, we have 24 home games there. The San Diego Sockers, we have 12 home games there. We have the Strike Force, we have 8 or 9 games there. And then obviously all the concerts we had 4 or 5 concerts.
Right.
We just had the KSON sold out,
So cool.
Crazy, right? And so in 2025 looks, even brighter, even bigger from not only the sports side. We're doing a lot of community stuff here. We're doing a lot of basketball CIF championships we're going to have here February 28th, where we're going to have the Open Division, Division 1.
Amazing.
Boys and girls.
Right.
So, it's really a community-based, even though we have professional sports here, we would really love to be in the community.
Well, in Oceanside, North County, this is a new location for you guys. Well, for sports in general at this level. Mm-hmm. I mean, it really hasn't been brought to this area at this level. And so it's pretty going to be interesting. So bringing in new fans. Maybe losing fans from down in South Bay for the soccer specifically. How do you feel about that whole thing?
I think it's great, to be honest with you. Obviously, you never want to lose a fan, right?
That's right.
And so you don't want to leave out anybody in Chula Vista or East County, right? And they're going to have to make they were spoiled being in Pechanga, and we didn't really get a lot of fans from the North County side. So our fan base is now expanded. Now we're closer to the Cardiff Soccer's
That's right.
youth,
That's
right? So that opens up another door. We're close to, Orange County, San Clemente.
Right.
And I live in Temecula, Marietta. So really it's
I was just going to say that.
45 minutes from here. So,
Right.
it opens up so many different doors.
Right.
And it might close 1 or 2 doors, but we're trying to make incentives to people to come up because, once you get them in the door, they're always going to come back because it's such an exciting, entertaining game. It's not just about the game itself. It's everything that surrounds it, halftime, before, after. So, our fan base, we went from about 350 season tickets last year to this year we're over 750.
Oh,
So
that's
we're
outstanding. I
almost-
did not know that.
Yeah, so we're almost 2.5 times where we were down there. Same with the Clippers. The San Diego Clippers in Ontario were about 165 season tickets. We're over 900 here.
Outstanding.
So the
Well, that's
whole
great
Front
news.
Wave Arena staff is doing such a great job of whatever, whether it's marketing or sales or sponsorships, everybody's doing a great job.
So what do you have to say about that guy who's down in South Bay on a Friday afternoon and he decided to get the season tickets, but tonight, man, I've been through that traffic on Friday afternoon, man, coming through the 805 merge. What do you
tough.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it would be the same thing as we had last year for everybody that was in North County, and we were down at Pechanga, right?
Correct.
So it's just different people are experiencing that now.
Right. That's true.
Right. So I think there might be some games that maybe season ticket holders might miss because it's a Friday night, but we do have a bunch of games on Saturday, a bunch of games on Sunday where there is no traffic during that time. So. I think for us, it's just about getting the experience. And you might have to leave an hour earlier. You have to make some sacrifices, but those are the kind of fans we want here, right?
That's
we
right.
want those fans that are traveling that, want to go up to Ontario and watch us play Empire.
That's
and watch,
right.
So you want that fan base and that's what soccer is all about. It's the passion, and
Yep.
you have it, and
Yep.
the people that you're connected to have it, and
Yep.
that's what we want. We want passionate supporters, waving flags, beating drums. That's what we want in our house.
Well, I got to tell you, like I said a minute ago, I had to go down to the airport and I had to come back up, and man, it was like an hour to get from the airport up to North County. So what I did today is I threw out on my social media, make it a day of soccer at Oceanside at the Front Wave Arena. Come first to the D2 game.
Yeah.
Watch the Sockers 2 play Wichita. Two epic brands from back in the MISL days.
Yeah, I used to play against the Wichita Wings.
That's right. And then come on and put another 2 epic brands taking it on this evening with the Tacoma Stars.
Yeah, if you're traveling, like I traveled from from Temecula, and if you have an extra 30, 45 minutes, like stay a little longer, go across the street to the junkyard, have something to, something to eat, have in between times where you're not rushing yourself. And that's kind of where all of us get frustrated, is we're rushing, trying to get here, and there's traffic and it's just too much. So, leave an hour earlier, come get something to eat, watch the D2, leave and get something to eat and come back.
So one of the questions that I have for you is, when you come here to the arena, there's a lot of undeveloped land out here.
Mm-hmm.
What's the plans for that? Is that going to be malls, condos? What's the plan? Is it going to be more sport fields?
Yeah, I think it's going to be, I think it's a combination of all of those. I think there's some sports fields that are going right across from the parking lot, the VIP parking lot.
Right.
There's going to be 2 soccer fields going to be there. There's going to be some baseball fields, softball fields. There's going to be more housing, whether it's apartments or condos.
There's just so much room to build.
Yeah, so, again, this is El Corazon is this community that they wanted to build, and us being in the center of it is pretty amazing, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Sean Bowers, thank you so much for joining me at halftime.
Thanks for having me.
We got 4-3 at halftime. The Sockers 2 are keeping it close.
I'm gonna go give him a pump up, speech right now. So
all right, buddy. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Thanks again. Please turn on the camera.
You're live now.
Greg Suddy at Front Wave Arena. About a minute and a half away from the third quarter, the beginning of the second half. The Wichita Wings are leading 4-3 over the San Diego Sockers 2. Hey, if you had a chance to listen in on halftime, we had Sean Bowers here. He's now the Director of Operations. He mentioned his actual title for sports here at the Front Wave Arena, having previously been the General Manager for the San Diego Sockers, and of course he's got a long history of playing. They called him the Tower of Power back in the day, and it was pretty good to talk to him. There's a lot of things changing. The Wichita Wings are on the field. The San Diego Sockers 2 are on the field. The horn's going to go off in about 40 seconds. "13 shots on goal for the Wichita Wings, 8 shots on goal for the San Diego Sockers 2. The referees are coming across the field. Okay, we're going to get started in the second half here in just a few moments. The referees bring the ball out to the midfield spot, right there on the San Diego Soccer Shield logo. Wichita Wings are going to start the play with possession. We're going to get started here in just a moment. Second half, San Diego Sockers 2 versus the Wichita Wings, and then we're off. The Wichita Wings with possession. Midfield, they're going to see what they can do to get that down towards the soccer zone, but they're going to go back to their goalie, pressure on the goalkeeper. Sockers 2 are going to get possession of that. Wichita Wings take possession back. Deep in the corner, strong defense. He dropped, but there was no harm, no foul. Victor Morentes with the ball. He's fighting with 2. He's not able to keep possession of it. San Diego Sockers 2 with the ball. We've got a little bit of a sun invasion coming in on the near board through the windows. You're going to see some of it on the field. Anybody on the left-hand side looking towards the right are going to have the sun right in their eyes for the next 2 quarters. San Diego Sockers with the ball, and there's a goal. That's the San Diego Sockers 2 goal. It's 4-4. San Diego Sockers 2 have equalized. We have a tie game. All right, the Wichita Wings going to restart. There's the whistle. And they're going to call that back. There was a early run downfield. Clever attempt to get away with it. And there's the restart. Wichita Wings with the ball. Pass downfield, trying to get out of the midfield area. Bit of pressure on the San Diego Sockers 2 defense. You can see the sun right there. That's what I was talking about. If you're looking upfield, that sun is right in your eyes, and it's going to move across the field later in the game. There's an opportunity for the Wichita Wings. Later in the game, that sun is going to move towards the goal, and the keeper is, and it'll be the Wichita keeper in the fourth quarter. is you watch. He's going to be battling some sun right in his eyes. It's going to be rough. So you've got the San Diego Sockers lose possession and then regain it, and then it's just going to be kicked out of play for a San Diego Sockers restart. Sockers going to send that downfield and back to the keeper. A lot of defense. He got it all through the defense, but the keeper was right there to stop him. Long ball, header into the defensive or the attacking zone for the Wichita Wings. Keep possession, but they're going the other direction. They're at the midfield line. There's going to be a little bit of pressure on the defensive behalf of the Sockers, and the Wichita Wings going to just send that out of play. Sockers possession just shy of the red line, and they're going to send it over to the keeper. Wow, there was a great shot by Omar Labiki. Keeper was right there to keep it from going in, though. It was right on target. Keeper did a great job of stopping that shot on goal. Omar's with the ball again here. We got runners crossing in front of him. So Omar's got the ball. He's going to work it across the red line and send it back to Victor Marentes, forgive me. Distribution downfield. Sean Callahan with the ball. He tried to get that towards the net, but it was redirected by the defense. Wichita Wings ball. And directly out of bounds. Yeah, that's got to come to the arc. That's got to come to the top of the arc. San Diego Sockers with a set play at the top of the arc. Looks like Sean Callahan is going to set up for the shot. Everybody's taking their spots. There's the whistle for the restart. And that was a little heavy and out of play. Launched out of play. Wichita Wings redistribution into the midfield. Sockers defense putting some pressure on them. That was a long pass that didn't work. Sockers too got possession of the ball, and then Wichita was able to get it back, and there's a shot from right outside of the arc and launched well out of play. San Diego Sockers restart. Right at 10 minutes to play in the third quarter. 13 shots for the Wichita Wings, 10 shots for the San Diego Sockers, 2. The score is 4-4. Sockers restarting. Yeah, he just sort of fell. I didn't see any contact there. And then the Sockers too just gave it away. Long chance. It was right off target. Looks like the keeper might have had that if it had been on target, but it wasn't. The Sockers are moving it into the attacking zone. Good defense. The Sockers can't seem to penetrate the red line right now. Zamora makes a shot towards the center of the box and loses possession to only for the Sockers 2 to get another shot on goal. That's going to be out of play. Wichita Wings with the ball. 8 minutes and 50 seconds to play in the third quarter. Sockers 2 with possession. They're playing it around in the midfield. That was close. Line change almost turned out to be 6 men on the field, but the Sockers 2 were able to make that change without getting called. Actually, it shouldn't have been called and it wasn't. But yeah, it was really close. He had to hurdle over the boards into the Sockers bench in order to let that happen. Wichita Wings back to the goal and lost possession. The San Diego Sockers 2 are going to work this upfield, and he's going to cross the red line on attack. Great pass across the field, and another one right in the center, but redirected just enough and slowed it down just enough for the Wichita Wings keeper, Jose Ocampo, to stop that. Wichita Wings still with possession. It's pretty fun to get together with watching these two legendary brands. I mean, seeing the San Diego Sockers, even though it is the second division, playing the Wichita Wings takes me back. You can see that sun band coming across the field there. It's getting bigger. It's going to become a bit of a problem for some of the players later in the game as this progresses, because that's just going to, as I said earlier, that's going to come across towards the middle of the fourth quarter, probably right in the goal mouth. Omar Abiki with the ball. He's going to send it downfield, and that's going to be a foul against the San Diego Sockers too. Both of these teams are pressing really nicely on defense. It's one of those games where nobody seems to want to lose this one. They're both playing really hard. Of course, the Wichita Wings were just in Ontario playing the Empire Jets last night. They lost their first game. This is their 5th game of the season, where it's the San Diego Sockers' 2nd game of the season, the Sockers 2 second game of the season. And last night up in Ontario at the Empire with the Empire Jets, the Wichita Wings lost their first game. I believe the score was 8-6. The Sockers 2 are still looking for their first win. They played last weekend against the Chihuahua Savage 2. And that was a great battle. They were able to come back late in the game 7-7, but the Savage 2 took that score 9-7 and went with the win. And that went off the head of one of the Sockers players. He directed that pretty much right out of bounds, but stoppage of play here with a tie score of 4-4. And earlier in the game, the Wichita Wings were leading almost, in fact, doubling the shots on goal for the San Diego Sockers too, but now it's almost evened up as well. It's 13 shots for the Wichita Wings. The San Diego Sockers too have 12. The next home game for the San Diego Sockers too is going to be a week from tomorrow. It's going to be on Saturday, a week from tomorrow. It's pretty interesting how the MASL2 has figured out the way that they set their standings up this season. There's an East division, there's a Midwest/West division, and there's a North division. Wichita Wings with the ball and a shot on goal, and that's going to be a goal for the Wichita Wings. That's going to put them ahead 5-4 with just under 6 minutes to play in the third quarter. So yeah, in the East Division there are 4 teams in the MASL2. In the Midwest Division there are 7. And then in the North Division there are 5. So it's really interesting because, of course, in the Midwest-West Division, the Savage 2, the Jets, the Express from Turlock, the Jets, of course, from Empire, and the San Diego Sockers 2 are back in the MASL2 after having taken some time off. And they're set up against the Wings, the Runners from New Mexico, and Oklahoma City Lions FC. There's a pretty good battle in midfield right there. That's pretty fun. So the San Diego Sockers too have the ball. They're coming on goal. And that's going to be in the net. The San Diego Sockers too quickly turn around and regain a tie score. It's 5-5. 5 minutes and 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Wichita Wings are going to have possession at the midfield for the restart after that goal. 5-5. These guys are playing a tough game on both sides of the ball tonight. Wichita Wings are going to take that possession and they're going to send it down to the zone deep in the corner. And the Sockers too are going to punt that right out of play. So it's going to be a restart at the top of the arc for the Wichita Wings. This is a dangerous set place opportunity for the Wichita Wings. And they're going to call a timeout. They're going to organize their thoughts on this one and they're going to see what they want to do. So we're going to take a short break here. So as was mentioned earlier, the San Diego Sockers too haven't played since last weekend. It's been 6 days since they played last Saturday, and it'll be another 6 days, 7, Actually, it's going to be a week from tomorrow is their next game. But they haven't played since last Saturday, whereas the Wichita Wings played up in Empire against the Jets last night. That was their first loss of the game of the season so far. They have far and away more games played than any other team in MASL 2 as it stands. This is their 5th game. Tonight here at Front Wave Arena in Oceanside, California. So here's the start for the Wichita Wings. They've figured out what they're going to do. They've got a player on each post, and that's going to be in the goal. Wow, we've got goals coming and going and coming and coming, don't we? That's going to be 6-5. Wichita Wings taking the lead back again. Just over 5 minutes to play. So we were talking a lot about defense earlier. It's all offense for now. San Diego Sockers restart after that Wichita Wings goal. The Sockers 2 with possession. Pressure from the Wichita Wings. Sockers 2 able to bring it up to the red line and cross the red line. Goalkeeper was able to handle that well enough to where no one's able to sneak in and get it away from him. Not sure who's going to come up with this one. Sockers 2 look like they have possession. Can they keep it? Doesn't look like it. Midfield run across into the Sockers half of the field. Now cross the red line, and that's going to go out of bounds on the San Diego Sockers 2. We'll have a kick in for the Wichita Wings. Just over 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Wow, that is a heavy kick off target. Wichita Wings still with the ball. Luis Dantas over to Kevin Aik. Sean Callahan getting the ball for the San Diego Sockers 2. And over to Max Rodriguez. He's unable to keep the ball. Lala Giraffe is also unable to keep the ball. And that's launched. I mean launched. There's a card coming. That's a yellow card. Luis Dantas. That's going to be a 5-minute penalty. It will not result in any kind of a man advantage, but Luis Dantas is going to be out of the rotation for 5 minutes. And I believe the ball is coming back down again to the top of the arc for the Wichita Wings to have another shot in a dangerous set play position. Here's Kevin Aik. Wow. And that almost went off his back. That was off target, but it almost went off the back of the San Diego keeper. Big run. Wichita keeper way out of his area. Sean Callahan getting it started for the San Diego Sockers 2. They're going to move it upfield, across the midfield line. Everybody's back on defense for the Wichita Wings. We got a little bit of an arm wrestling match going in right at the top of the goalie's box. No harm, no foul. Soccer's looking for that passing lane. Omar briefly with the ball. There's Omar Labiki. You're looking for that opportunity, that open lane, but he couldn't find it. He did find his teammate. We're going to try this again. Omar's going to track that down. I'm going to pass it back to the keeper. We've only got just under 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Wichita Wings leading 6-5 over the San Diego Sockers 2. San Diego Sockers 2 are looking for that equalizer. They've got a little over a minute and a half left. And that's going to bounce out of bounds. It looks like it's out of play. San Diego Sockers with the ball. They've got a minute and a half, and they lose possession. And it's a big run downfield for the Wichita Wings. They're going to cross the line and just miss off the crossbar. San Diego Sockers 2 have the ball. Oh, that's 2 minutes. That's 2 minutes. That's a blue card. I mean, that was pretty rough. So, yeah, so the San Diego Sockers 2 are on the power play. There's a minute and 14 seconds left in the third quarter, so if they are unable to score in that minute and 14 seconds, they'll have 46 seconds to take advantage of a man advantage power play situation as the fourth quarter starts. But let's see what they can do. I mean, Omar Labiki was just railroaded, wasn't he? So here we go. San Diego Sockers 2 with the man advantage. They're going to take a opportunity to spin on goal, but it didn't work out. They got the ball back. And they're going to bring it back out to Sean Callahan. And Sean's going to sort of direct this around, wearing the captain band tonight. They got 43 seconds. There's an opportunity, and way, way heavy. Wow. Too far under the ball. Launched that one way over the net. Great, great shot on goal opportunity, but goalie didn't have to do anything for that one. Minute 25 left in the penalty, 39 seconds left in the half, or in the quarter, third quarter. Six seconds left. San Diego Soccer's got to take the shot. If they're going to do it, they got to do it now. It's not going to happen. There's the whistle at the end of the third quarter. The Wichita Wings are leading 6. San Diego Soccer's 2, 5. Shots on goal, 15 for the Wichita Wings and 13 for the San Diego Soccer's 2. That's the end of the third quarter. All right, we are back here at the Front Wave Arena in Oceanside, California. The San Diego Sockers 2 are playing the Wichita Wings. We are just starting the fourth quarter. The score is 6-5. The Wichita Wings are leading the San Diego Sockers 2. The San Diego Sockers 2 are going to be starting the fourth quarter with a 46-second period of time in a man advantage power play. They're going to have that much time to score a goal with a man advantage in their attempt at tying the score up. Sean Callahan's going to take the ball wearing the captain band. They're going to get across the red line. Not quite. No, there's a bit of a foul. Sockers are going to start get off on the restart. Callahan's got the ball. He's going to see where he can distribute that off to the right-hand side. Back again. They're just going to work it around and find that perfect shot, that perfect lane to get it on net. They've only got 20 seconds. And there it is! And there it is. With 18 seconds remaining in the power play, the San Diego Sockers 2 have tied the score up at 6. And if you do the math, that's 14 minutes and 32 seconds left to play in the game. And as you can see on the scoreboard there, the shots on goal are almost equal as well. 15 shots for the Wings and 14 for the Sockers 2. The Wichita Wings are going to set this off with a almost as if it was the beginning of the fourth quarter. It's only 30 seconds. That was 28 seconds into the fourth quarter with that score. So now you're going to notice off here to the left-hand side of the screen, the Wichita Wings are defending that goal. And as the time progresses, you're going to notice the sun come across that goal mouth, and I don't know, you can't tell. There's some arches, there's some areas where the sun's going to be blocked off, but you may find the keeper compromised with sun directly into his face. We'll have to see how that plays out. A little surprised that wasn't a foul, but no foul was called. Sockers with the ball. Sockers 2 with the ball. So the teams are back at even strength with a tie score. Omar Labiki with the ball, passing it back to Sean Callahan. Sean Callahan's going to take it up to Enrique Ciprian. Enrique's with the ball again. To Sean. Looks like the Wings are going to be able to get possession of that. Pretty nice little one touch to keep possession as they move it into the midfield area. David Lucio with the ball. Taylor Henry with the ball for the Wichita Wings. He's got the ball again. He's going to come on net, but it is going to get out of his possession in the corner. And Jared Robbins went off the side of his foot, or else he probably could have had a pretty powerful shot. And that just, I'm not sure. That just went right 3/4 of the way down the field, right to the Wichita Wings goalkeeper, Jose Ancampo. Wichita Wings keeping possession, working it rather slowly until now. They're going to take it all the way down in the far corner and work it back at the midfield line. Ethan Dowd passing it. And that was directly on goal. Great stop by San Diego. And there's Omar trying to find some help, but he didn't find it in the right location, and now they're just launching the ball from distance. Omar Labiki is going to pass it back. Anthony Mendez. Back over to Omar. Omar back over to Anthony. Anthony Mendez is going to go back to Omar. Yeah, that's going to be a foul at the top of the arc right there. So Rodolfo Valenzuela is brought down onto the turf. Sockers have a set play opportunity. A lot of chatter. A lot of chatter going on, but that's where the referee is going to spot the ball, and the San Diego Sockers have a set play opportunity right here at this dangerous opportunity for San Diego. And that was a good, powerful shot on goal. Great stop by Wichita. Jose and Campo. And that just looked like he was clearing it out of his own area, but he was in the midfield. I mean, he didn't look like he even tried to play that to one of his teammates. He just kicked it as he was trying to clear it out of his zone, but he wasn't even in his defensive zone. San Diego Sockers restart at the red line. They're gonna sort of kick it way down the near corner. One-time full volley shot blocked out of the area. Wichita's going to see if they can get it past the San Diego defense. And Robbins has the ball, and he just, So we got a foul on the field. Okay, Wichita is going to put the ball back in play. Taylor Henry. The first attempt was off target. The second attempt was blocked. And then Jared Robbins had the ball right at his foot, just found it there, right at his foot, right in front of the goal. And the San Diego Sockers, too, were able to keep that from going in. Great effort on the part of the defense and the San Diego keeper. San Diego's got an opportunity, but they can't get there. He touched it just a little too heavy. Wichita is now back going the opposite direction, crossing the red line, takes a shot, off target. Looked like it got past the keeper, but it was off target. Kevin Aik. Lolo Duras. Juan Zamora. Wichita wings. Not exactly sure what he did wrong. He's standing there. What? So Taylor Henry's for the Wichita Wings is going to restart, put the ball back in play. Soccer's got it back, opportunistic. Sean Callahan and Omar Labiki were both making the run, but he decided to turn back around and slow it down. And Labiki's taken off the ball. He's got it back. Great effort. But Wichita got the ball back. San Diego's got it now, and that's interesting. It's getting a little chippy. Not bad, not bad. Wichita with the ball. There's a lot of these guys are getting too far underneath the ball on both sides, and when they have great opportunities, it looks like, I don't know, it just looks like they're putting too heavy of a touch, maybe getting too far underneath it. The ball went directly back to possession with Wichita. Wichita's got some one-touch going on net, stopped. Yeah, that was a good run, but Wichita was able to get it back. 7 minutes and 45 seconds left to play in the game. We have a tie score, guys. It's 6-6. There's some fancy footwork attempts there. Didn't quite work out. Gerard Robbins, or maybe that was Juan Zamora. No, that was Gerard Robbins. Gerard Robbins has made an impact on the game tonight. He's sure been around, hasn't he? One thing we know for sure, the score is not going to finish 6-6. Somebody's going to score. San Diego still got the ball, shot on goal. Great stop. Okay, possession to the Wichita Wings. San Diego's going to pick that distribution up and just send it right back down at him. Not a lot of help. Pass across field, across 3 defenders, and one of them was able to get it. Okay, he just fell. And he was pushed. So the San Diego Sockers, too, are going to have possession after that little encounter. They're going to bring it across the red line and see what they can make happen. Keeper's coming out of the zone, and he's going to kick it right down in front of the net on the opposite side of the field. San Diego Sockers maintain possession. The San Diego Sockers, too, are doing a pretty good job of keeping possession right now in the Wichita zone, all the way across the field and just off target for an angled shot on goal. Wichita Wings have the ball, and they're going to send it. Apparently that was incidental contact, so both of them went down, but the ball went out of play. Okay, well now we have 3 game balls on the field. Okay. So the Sockers, too, are working their way back into their positions, as are the Wichita Wings. We're going to restart here with a score of 6-6. It's only 5 minutes and 41 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter in regulation. Okay, the San Diego Sockers have a breakaway opportunity. The Sockers 2 taking a shot and then goal! The San Diego Sockers 2 score a goal, 7-6, with 5.5 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. They took advantage of that opportunity, didn't they? They had the breakaway and they made it count. Wichita Wings are going to start the play. Midfield, 5 minutes and 30 seconds left to play in regulation. David Lucio with the ball. Karan Lackey back over to Lucio. He's going to take it across the red line. And then slow it down. No, he's going to pass out. That's a defensive launch. Omar Labiki just sort of punted that out of play, huh? So that's going to be set play opportunity at the top of the arch for the Wichita Wings. Boy, right now they sure want to get. They want to find the net here, don't they? And that was a complete missed kick. Sockers on another breakaway. The Sockers too have a chance, but yeah, that was incidental. Sockers too are going to come back with the possession again. And it's just too heavy of a touch. It got past the keeper, however. Wichita Wings are able to get the ball back. Boy, that was dangerous. San Diego Sockers too. Looked like they had possession and were tripped off the ball, so that's going to be a San Diego Sockers 2 ball just outside the red line. Four minutes and 42 seconds left to play in regulation. Sean Callahan is over the ball just outside their attacking red line in the midfield. There's the restart, and he's going to call a timeout. The Sockers too are going to figure this out and see where they want to go with this. With a timeout at about 4 minutes and 40 seconds left to play in the game. Interestingly, the shots on goal now are even at 19 per team. The Wichita Wings have led throughout the majority of this game. The Sockers too have always been right there, just keeping in touch. And now they've taken the lead on the backside of the fourth quarter. Four minutes and 42 seconds left to play in regulation. 7-6, Sockers 2. Sean Callahan looks like he's going to post himself up on top of that ball and get this thing into play here in a moment. Andy Mendez is off to his left. Yeah, that's a strong and solid block by the Wichita defense. But yeah, they are able to hold on to it and get it passed through the midfield into the Sockers defending zone. And that's a save off the line. He got it past the Sockers keeper, and that was a save off the line. It was going in. That would have been a tying goal. What an outstanding defensive play. Juan Zamora passes it back to Luis Dantas. Sean Callahan with the ball, working it back upfield for the Sockers 2. He's just going to sort of run it around, figure out where he's going with it. Get it back to Andy Mendez. Andy Mendez up to Omar Labiki. Sockers working it back and up and down the field. 3.5 minutes to play in the fourth and final quarter of this game at Front Wave Arena in Oceanside, California. And Max Rodriguez, a little heavy-handed on that play, pushes the Wichita player to the ground. It looks like that was Kaique Tervalado. And they're doing it again. That time it was David Lucio, but no call was made. So there's a stoppage of play. San Diego's going to have the ball. There's just over 3 minutes left to play. Thanks for watching on MASL TV YouTube. Hope you guys are enjoying the game. It's been a good one. Soccer's going to hold on to the ball with a little bit of pushing and shoving. Finally, that got called. I don't know if there was ever really a call there, but he was going to just push that guy's back until it was done, right? So the Sockers restart. Yeah, that pass back didn't work. That's kind of dangerous. If he can keep possession, he doesn't seem to be able to. Omar has the ball back, and he's got two guys wrestling for it with him. The Wings have, the Wings had numbers and they had room, and that ball was just touched a little too high off the crossbar. From where I'm sitting, boy, that looked like a wide open goal. There's 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to play. Yeah, that's interesting. So Taylor Henry decided to fall. Yeah, maybe he was pushed. Gerard Robbins is down by the San Diego Sockers goal for the Wichita Wings. Guillermo Oliveira is right there with the ball. The Wichita Wings have gone to a sixth attacker. There's 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to play. San Diego Sockers 2 are leading by 1 goal, 7-6, right at 2 minutes to play in the game. That's out of play on the Wichita Wings. San Diego Sockers will have the ball to start. The sixth attacker is off the field. Jose Ocampo is back on the field in goal for the Wichita Wings. The Sockers 2. There's going to be a lot of pressure on behalf of the Wichita Wings here because they've only got 1 minute and 45 seconds left to play. That was a little bit of a intentional obstruction. It looked like put Douglas Dossre on the ground, and he's still on the ground. Max Rodriguez is checking him out. Referee is setting the ball right by his head on the field. Yeah, he's getting up. So Douglas is getting up with a little help. Max is going to pull him up. He looks to be limping. We'll see how that works out. So the Sockers have a restart with 1 minute and 46 seconds left to play in regulation. 7-6, Sockers 2 lead. Yeah, that was an interesting little fight. That's going to be a foul against Callahan. He's going to get a 2-minute penalty. That might not have been the smartest use of energy. So now the San Diego Sockers are a man down. The Wichita Wings are on the power play. They're down by 1 goal, 7-6. Sockers 2 versus the Wichita Wings. They got 1 minute and 35 seconds, which isn't relevant because it's, I mean, if Wichita with the man advantage, it's a super power play. They've pulled out the goalie. The Sockers 2 only with 4 field players against all 6 field players for the Wichita Wings. 1 minute, 20 seconds to play. And this look, unless Wichita scores, this look will remain. There it is. There it is. It's a tie game. You kind of saw it coming, man. That was all right. There's 1 minute and 6 to play. 7-7. Callahan's penalty was pretty huge right there. So the Sockers are restarting with just over 1 minute to play in regulation. The score is tied at 7. Wichita Wings with the ball. Lots of defenders from the Sockers too. They've taken the possession. 38 seconds to play in regulation. Score is tied at 7. Annie Mendez over to Eli Zamora. Oh! Header on goal. Stopped by the Wichita Wings keeper. The ball is still in play. 12 seconds. There's only 9 seconds in regulation. Tie game. He's going to launch that, and it's going to be blocked. He's going to launch that even harder. And there's 3.7 seconds left to play in regulation. The score is still tied at 7. What a game. What a game. Nobody wants to go home without that W today. 3.7 seconds. He's just going to send it up in the air, and that's going to kill the time. So we're going to overtime, ladies and gentlemen. Score is 7-7 at the end of 4 quarters. Regulation is over. 7-7, both teams. Shots on goal for the Wichita Wings is 22. Shots on goal for the San Diego Sockers 2 is 20. Welcome back to Front Wave Arena in Oceanside, California. We are here going into overtime. The score is 7-7. The Wichita Wings and the San Diego Sockers 2 are all tied up. Glad to have you watching on MASL TV, YouTube. It's certainly been a nail biter. I mean, we've had this thing going for the last 4 quarters, back and forth. Nobody's ever really taken a dominating lead throughout the entire course of the game. It's been just right there. Both teams have been right in touch. There are 10 minutes on the scoreboard. My understanding is that we're doing a golden goal overtime period. So the Wichita Wings are going to open up with possession of the ball. And here we go. Overtime period, 10 minutes on the scoreboard. Both teams at full strength. Sean Callahan sitting it downfield. Wichita Wings being able to possess that, and then that ball is going to go out of play. So it looks like that's going to be a goal kick or redistribution at any rate for the Wichita Wings keeper. Jose Ocampo is going to distribute the ball. He's going to launch that downfield. And it looks like the Sockers are going to be able to come away with that. The Sockers too have the ball. They've got 2 men running. Just off target for a shot off the rebound. Sockers still have the ball, 9.5 minutes to play in overtime. Sockers too have been able to hold on to possession until just now. And then they get it back, and they're going to run in with runners and lose possession of the ball. There's Omar. He's going to send it back across the midfield line. San Diego Sockers do still have possession. The San Diego Sockers too are needing to run back on defense. Now they've got a 3-on-3 attack by the Wings. The Wings, that looked like a tumble. Omar Labiki's got the ball, and that was six players. He didn't see it. And that looked like 6 players or six men on the field, but it wasn't seen. So if you didn't see it, it didn't happen, right? Get up. Omar Labiki with the ball, and he's going to send it back to his teammate. He's got it back, and again, wow, this is a golden opportunity for the Wings, and they're unable to capitalize. There's some destruction on the field over there against the glass. They've got to stop play. They have to stop play. We lost it. Looks like a piece of aluminum has fallen over there by the plexiglass in the far right corner. That could be hazardous if it's not removed or repaired. There's 7 minutes and 56 seconds remaining in overtime here at Front Wave Arena. The score being tied 7-7. There's no way they can continue to play with that thing dangling in the field like that. I mean, even if they just put it up there, and they got to be able to secure that in place with something. They can't just set it like that. I mean, they could possibly remove it. So until they figure out what they're going to do with it, we've got stoppage of play. Well, one thing that didn't actually materialize today, I was talking about the sun coming through, and either there's a cloud cover outside that is blocking it, or maybe it has already set because it's starting to get, it looks like it's dusk out there. We've got Sean Bowers on the field trying to figure this out. Very cool. So that's only, you can only see. They still got the crew out there trying to figure out how to put that piece of aluminum back in place. The MASL game tonight here at Front Wave Arena will have the Tacoma Stars coming to play the San Diego Sockers. That's going to start at 7:30 local time. The Tacoma Stars played up in Empire against the Strikers last night. The Empire Strikers were able to take the win over the Stars 10-5. So the Stars, like the Wichita Wings as well, both teams played up in Ontario yesterday against the Empire teams, the Jets in M2 and the Strikers in M1, and they both came away with a loss against the Empire teams. So then having to do the back-to-back, and we're about 80 miles or so here in Oceanside, south of Ontario. So that's Sean Bowers and John Green down there trying to secure it. Looks like with some 21st century tape. You know what they say, duct tape and WD-40. Now we got a work crew coming out here with some cordless power tools. So now it's starting to resemble one of those situations where you have, you know, that minute work sign where there's one guy digging a hole and 5 guys standing around watching him. So now they're taking down the tape, and the work crew is walking away, and the piece of aluminum seems to be just as loose as it was before. So as most of you know, this is a brand new arena. It was opened, I believe, in late October for the very first event 2 months ago. So one of the fans just yelled out, "Tell Phil to build a new arena." So you can see this on the screen. They're now bringing in a A-frame ladder. So the workers are back on site. Oh, now they're discovering another piece off to the left-hand side that's loose as well. He just slapped that in with his fist. And now, yes indeed, they're putting tape back. Coach Ortiz is calling his players over. The soccer's players are coming. Soccer's 2 players are coming over to talk about some game plan with Coach Rene Ortiz. So we're holding it 7 minutes and 56 seconds left in the overtime period. The score is tied at 7. Wichita Wings with the San Diego Soccer's 2, Front Wave Arena in Oceanside, California. We are in a delay because a piece of what looks like aluminum has fallen on the plexiglass there, and you can see the workers applying considerable amounts of tape. Okay, well, it looks like they just looked over to the referees, and it appears they gave them a thumbs up. Got about 100 people in the arena here directly below the camera, and they're giving the crew a round of applause. So the players are taking position, the referees are as well. It looks like we might be underway here momentarily. Wichita Wings have the ball, 7-7. Golden goal, overtime. 7:56 to play in the overtime period. Soccer's 2 are going to deliver that downfield, and it isn't going to be able to keep possession for San Diego. But there it comes back around. The goalkeeper comes out of his area to head it, and all he really does is clear it to his right. The Sockers 2 have possession. And they're going to sort of work it back to Eli Zamora, and again back to Eli. Irvin Mojica with the ball right now. San Diego Sockers trying to find a way through that Wichita defense. Andy Mendez. All the way back to the San Diego Sockers 2 keeper. There are 6 minutes and 30 seconds left to play in the overtime period. Since we had that bit of a mishap with the glass on the side of the field, there hasn't been a whole lot going on. Both teams seem to sort of be feeling the whole situation out again, almost like the very beginning of the game. Ethan Dowd with the ball, the Wichita Wings. He gets it over there to Taylor Henry, and Taylor Henry takes a tumble. It's going to be a foul. San Diego's going to collect a foul, and the Wichita Wings are going to restart. David Lucio. David Lucio with the ball again. Wichita Wings are holding possession on their side of the field. There's 5 minutes and 40 seconds left to play in the overtime period. The score is tied at 7. The San Diego Sockers 2 are able to wrestle possession, but it's still in their area. A little bit of a rumble and tumble with the referee. Sockers possession. Sockers 2 going to start the ball with 5 minutes and 27 seconds left to play in the overtime period. Yeah, that got past Max Rodriguez, and that's just directly out of play. That ought to be at the top of the arc. Set piece opportunity for the San Diego Sockers 2. Sean Callahan looking like he's going to stand over the top of that ball and put it into play. And he's going to call a timeout. San Diego Sockers 2 timeout.
This is like last week's game. This is like a soda. It's 7-up.
Got about 25 seconds before we get started again, ladies and gentlemen. This overtime period is really taking its time, isn't it? So here we come. Players coming back onto the field to take their positions. San Diego Sockers 2 at the top of the arc. Set play. Sean Callahan, number 4, captain's band for the Sockers 2. See what they worked out in the timeout. And it went off target into the hands of the Wichita Wings goalkeeper. He's going to throw it downfield on the run, and Sean Callahan got the ball. The Sockers 2 have numbers, and they lost possession. The Wichita Wings were able to repossess the ball across midfield line, attacking the San Diego zone. They're going to back it up. Bit of a personnel change over there on the Wichita bench. Sockers were able to get that off the distribution. And it's just going to come around the boards, just roll around the corner, right to the Wichita keeper, Jose Ocampo. Distribution deep in the San Diego defensive zone. And there was a big shot by Robbins off target. San Diego Sockers to have the ball, making a run. He's got help on the side, but he can't get it over there to him. Now we've got some action. Now it's picking up again. This is what it's been like all day long till we had that breakage. Wichita Wings loading up for a shot. It's going to go out of bounds. I think that came off of the San Diego Sockers defender. Sockers 2 defender, perhaps not. Nope. Sockers distribution. Here we go. Sockers 2 putting him back into play. Deep downfield. Most of the players are just loaded right under where the ball came down. That was a handball, but nobody's calling it. The Sockers 2 have the ball, and that was just taken right out from them and taken off field. And yeah, they won a top of the arc, but they're not going to get it. 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the overtime period. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Max Rodriguez over to Andy Mendez. Big stop by Wichita's keeper. So that was a one-on-one 50-50. And here we go. Omar Labiki. Omar Labiki had the ball, pass it off. Missed shot to the right. There's a lot of screaming going on. I didn't see what happened. Apparently neither did the referees. Two minutes and 30 seconds left in the overtime period. That was a, wow, that would have been in. Sockers keeper was able to keep that out. He just barely was able to get a paw on that one. Okay, so the San Diego Sockers are going to collect the ball on a foul by Wichita. San Diego restart. Lots of flying players off and on the field. They were able to get them back in time for the restart. We're right at 2 minutes. We're right at 2 minutes left in the overtime period. The score is tied up at 7. Sean Callahan with the ball. And again, don't know how to get past this defensive pressure. Omar Labiki, he had a goal earlier tonight. Sockers 2 with the ball, 1 minute and 20 seconds. 1 minute and 20 seconds. Wow. Toe poke towards the net. Big pause. of the Wichita Wings keeper right there. There's 45 seconds to play in overtime. Wichita into the San Diego Sockers 2 attacking zone, and they keep the ball, and there's a big opportunity. Great block by Enrique Ciprian. Another opportunity off target, another opportunity, big block. Wichita is pelting the area. San Diego Sockers 2 with 15 seconds left to play. They got 3 on 2 if they can make it happen. Here's their last opportunity. It's in! And it's in! That's a win! The San Diego Sockers 2 win 8-7 with only 9 seconds remaining in the overtime period. 8-7 San Diego Sockers 2 over the Wichita Wings. This game was a battle start to finish. Final shots on goal, 27 for the San Diego Sockers 2, 24 for the Wichita Wings. Once again, 8-7 with 9.2 seconds to play in the overtime period. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching MASL TV on YouTube. Greg Suddy, Tim Suddy on the camera. We're so happy you guys could join us today. Please tune in this evening. Here later tonight at 7:30, the Tacoma Stars will be here visiting the Front Wave Arena. The San Diego Sockers will be taking them on. Craig Elston will be on the call. Thank you once again, everybody.